My name is Anthony Ryan. Currently, my human is the founder and main steward of this land here and the project, the nature restoration project, PurposeFlow Living. This land that we're at is situated in the 1% driest regions of Europe. We face extreme heats of plus 47 degrees in the summer and sub-zero degrees in the winter, with extended periods of very short or extreme rainfalls, which again cannot then be captured. We are situated in an ecological crisis area, an area which will represent what many areas will become. And so therefore it is very important in the work that we do to showcase we can make a change, and this is how it can be done. We can be a reference point to be able to serve this mission of being able to contribute to the healing of the planet. Why did I start PurposeFlow? Beyond what I've already mentioned into this call of the land, there was this element for me looking into healing myself and understanding that this healing of self is intimately linked with nature restoration. But also to go into, I have this privilege to be able to steward a land, not a very large one, but in the scope of size, 6 hectares is a lot. A 6-bedroom house which I could share with many beings, a space where people were looking for, or a space where people can be. Safe spaces are essential in this world, and growing up in South Africa, I am no stranger to what it means to have a safe or unsafe space. And I know that if we truly want to live into our potential, it is needed for safe spaces or safer spaces to exist. So offering this to people is one of the love languages that I can offer through this. It is in these safe spaces where we can develop, where we can evolve and expand, so that beyond this space, we can go out into the world and make our contributions, whether it's for self or the expand itself.
So the challenges of having a community like this in this shape where people come and go a lot is actually this constant flow, which can also be a really beautiful thing because you get to meet so many beautiful people and connect with them a lot. But then there's this human attachment that comes with it where you connect with someone and you want them around and you want to be with them and you want to explore life with them. But then of course they go into their next journey. And so this has been one of the challenges personally for me, is to just this process of letting go continuously of the beings that we come across. Another one on a practical level can be more of the fact that it's always a learning process for people when they get here. So we have to repeat ourselves a lot. Maybe not, a lot to one person, but if 10 people come every month, they're new, we're going to have to repeat at least 10 times the same things every single month. And this can be also a little bit exhausting. And this is where we try to find different systems that can support, and, whether it's through guides or signs or other people that have been here longer. But I would say these are the main two that come to mind. Of course, there can be small challenges depending on the groups, because there are a lot of cultural differences and a lot of different perspectives that come together. But I feel like it's never something that can be heavy to deal with, and it's actually rather quite expansive and beautiful, that we get to have this opportunity, and that generally it flows so smoothly when there are these differences that we encounter. Some of the elements that we implemented to make this community work or flow a little bit more smoothly are, for instance, the mandalarole system. This is a super important one. It's basically this system that is divided within awareness and the 4 elements present in nature: fire, water, air, and earth, and where we just share the different responsibilities that are a part of the space, whether it's keeping the overview of different spaces like the kitchen or the tool shed, also watering the garden and different things like these. Also caring maybe for the emotional well-being of the space, the energetical well-being, so that we can try and have most of the fronts of the community covered and come together in a little circle. And this has been incredible in that sense, to keep the community a little bit more united and supported on more than just the practical or just the emotional or just the physical, etc., etc. Other things that we have implemented as well that are really, really important are the sharing circles and different activities that we might host throughout the period of time that people stay here. So we have the heartsharing circle and the shitsharing forum. These are hosted bi-weekly. And the heartsharing circle is more of a container and a safe space that we create so that people can share whatever is going on in their hearts in the moment. And this allows for a deeper connection and understanding through the community and between the people, so that everyone is kind of aware of what is going on and we can be a little bit more patient, compassionate, and actively care for each other. The shit sharing forum is more of a space where we gather to deal with the shit and compost it. So if there's any issues that might have arisen in the past 2 weeks or so, we will bring them in and we will discuss them, come up with proactive solutions that can address these topics, and also so that everyone has a space to be seen and say, I didn't like this, or this made me feel uncomfortable, and practice conscious communication as well. And of course, then we also try to have a lot of events that can happen, whether it's movie nights or going for hikes. And this is more so depending on the volunteers that are here as well. And they're the ones that kind of flow and lead it, which is really beautiful to see, because it's obviously important to deal with the practical and with the emotional, but we also want to be connected in more of the fun ways too, because that's so important in bringing the inner child and their different aspects to form more of a holistic connection with everyone. So yeah, I think in general, connection is the key word for making a community work, and then what comes out of it. If you feel like we would be a good fit for you and your journey now, and you resonate with what we're doing, come find your flow here and live your purpose with us.